welcome to another series of the Head Turner Season 3, where we bring you conversations with visionaries reshaping the textile and fashion industry. I'm your host, and today we have with us a design innovator who's been at the forefront of blending creativity and strategy. Mr. Vaibhav Sharma, Managing Director of Konception Designs. Let's begin with a glimpse into your story. What led you to establish Conception Designs, and what has been your guiding philosophy so far?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Payal. Thank you
Yeah.
for inviting me, first of all. We started Conception Designs only 2 years back, and with a vision of backward integration, so that we give a end-to-end service to the customers. And our main focus was design and innovation, because we
Right.
wanted to cater to a kind of customers where they are into mid or high-end segments,
Mhm.
and we have been successfully being able to cater to all those customers, and it has been an amazing journey. And nowadays customers, they find us, and they approach us that we would like to get connected with you, and it has been an amazing journey. And design
Wonderful.
has definitely helped us to grow where we have reached. Design has, it's the most important part.
That's wonderful. It's always fascinating to see and hear about the great ventures. So let's dive into the topic. Okay, so to begin with, innovation. We all know in design is often the differentiating factor for brands competing globally. From your perspective, how do you think Indian textile brands leverage cutting edge design to stand out internationally?
See, in today's world, we need to first find out the perfect market fit for our brand. Market fit is very important for any brand. We have seen brands who are there for the last 3, 4 decades. They've been
Mhm.
selling the same stuff over and over again. So they have created their niche in the market. They have created their name in the market. So it's very important. First of all, we need to find a perfect market fit for that particular brand, whosoever wants to go globally. So, once you establish that market fit, the second thing is you need to understand in that market fit, how will you make sure that your customers are going to be attached with you for a longer time, plus getting new customers on board. And that can happen with by using innovative fabrics, by using designs, by using silhouettes, by using styling. You need, it's not that you need to tick all the boxes, but if you tick just one or two boxes right, then definitely you can make a big in the industry. Like, there are few brands which are only known for their prints. So they have ticked that print box right, and they have stood out globally. So if an Indian brand or someone wants to go globally, so they need to first get a market fit right, and second, they need to understand how to get clients and how to retain clients. And that can be through multiple channels, or through, or doing one thing right, which can be a print or a styling or a design, or anything that excites the customer.
So, in today's world, the fast paced fashion landscape, how we think that Indian brands address the growing demand for fast fashion while staying true to the principles of slow.
In today's world, fashion, everyone is talking about fast fashion. Everyone wants to
Right.
be a fashion, no one wants to be fashion followers. Everyone wants to be a fashion creator.
Right.
So, it's a race against time, probably. But, having said that, it's very important that, we run our industry in a conscious manner. Like, we
Mhm.
should create something consciously, so that we don't overburden the market with our innovations and everything. Because, we are the second largest pollution creating industry after oil, which is very, very alarming. So it's very important that we follow the fashion, but at the same time we should be following a conscious fashion. So Indian brands, as I said, that we need to follow something, but at the same pace we should not forget that we have to take care of the environment as well. So innovation is important, but at the right pace and at the right time.
Right. That's insightful. Now, the subject of trends and sustainability has become a global priority, right? So, sustainability is a necessity now, no longer just a buzzword. How do we think that the Indian brands, or any brand for that matter, integrate sustainability into their designs without compromising on creativity or aesthetics?
Right. It's a very, very important question,
Mhm.
because, as I said, in today's world, we need to take care of our generations to come.
Right.
So it's very important that we create something, but in a conscious manner, so that we are sustainable. We So what happens is, because it has become so, as you rightly said, that it's not just a word. People are following it properly now, and for any brand to grow, it's very important for them to be growing in a sustainable manner. So in today's world, also right from the ginning stage, from the farm stage, from printing to exporting to everything has become sustainable. So we should follow, the brand should focus on creating new things in a sustainable manner. So it becomes our responsibility as exporters, as a supply chain partners, that we should focus more on the sustainable way. We should be giving, like, any design, any garment can be made in a sustainable manner, and the same design, same garment can be made in a non-sustainable manner. So we should focus, that's the DNA that we have created in our company, that even if a customer wants or they don't want, we try to give them a sustainable garment. So that's it does not only rely on the brand. It's the complete supply chain partners role and responsibility as well, that we should give them a sustainable product. So it's very important for the whole supply chain partners to run this through in their DNA.
Can you share examples of how Conception Designs has approached this?
Yes. So I'll tell you. So what we have done is, there was this brand. Let me take the name. So with Guess, we have taken an initiative with them that we're gonna
Mhm.
give you a sustainable garment, including everything is gonna be sustainable, right
Mhm.
from buttons to hangers to cartons to carton tapes. And we have given them a QR code wherein they can scan that, end customer can scan that QR code, and they can live the journey of that garment. Like, this filament has come from which part of the country,
So it's
which
completely traceable.
so it's completely traceable. So this was just a small study that we have done. We have given this small study to the brand, and now they are implementing it in a bigger way. So this will enlighten the end customer as well, that the garment that I'm wearing has gone through a sustainable manner, and it gives them a feeling also that we are doing something for the environment.
Yes. It's actually inspiring to see how sustainability and innovation can coexist, right? Speaking of innovation, technology is transforming the design space as well. So 3D and AI is reshaping how we think about design, right? What advancements are you most excited about?
It's a very interesting topic, actually, because we see design from two angles. One is virtually we see it, and second, how it comes into reality.
Right.
So I'm sure AI is going to play a very big role, in developing this to the next level. But at the same time, we need to make sure that the virtual thing should come to the proper, the real factuals as well. So yeah, AI is going to definitely play a very big role. I'm not so sure about 3D printing, because 3D has been there for a very long time, but it has not taken its proper shape into our industry as of now. But AI definitely, I think it's going to be very exciting in the years to come, and yeah, it's going to shape our industry into a different level altogether.
It's so fascinating to hear about. Even understand that technology opens so many possibilities, but there's something timeless about Indian crafts and Indian heritage. So, which is unmatched globally. How do you think these rich traditions can reimagine through innovative designs in the international
Right.
markets, in the emerging markets? I mean,
Right. So, if we see bigger brands, they are going back to the roots. The bigger brands that we work with, they are asking us to go back to block printing, to go
Mhm.
back to tie and dyes, the conventional method of
Right.
which we used to follow, like probably 50, 60 years back. So a lot of
Mhm.
brands are asking for that, and I've read that a Indian traditional brand has tied up with a brand like Gucci, and they are giving authentic saris that were made on the handlooms, and they're using those saris in making their scarves, and so they're doing that collaboration. So that might be
Mhm.
out in next year or so, but a lot of brands have started going back to the roots, which is very
Mhm.
inspiring, and we should actually focus more onto that and bring out our Indian traditional market to the international levels. So yeah, I think it's gonna grow for sure.
I mean, true, we have to embrace the cultural heritage that we are known for.
Undoubtedly, yes, 100%.
Which just leads us to our next question, and the last, I mean, because how do you see the potential of the emerging markets like Japan and Russia?
Indian government is also taking a lot of steps to grow Indian exports, which we have seen
Mhm.
in the recent couple of months that Indian export is increasing. So these markets like Japan, Russia, Scandinavia, Brazil, these have got huge potential for Indian exports. And even Indian government is taking steps like they are bringing in foreign trade agreements with these countries. So they are also helping Indian exporters to grow, but at the same time we need to align ourselves with their thought process, because all these countries, they are very systematic in their approach, they are very systematic in their buying.
Mhm.
So we need to align ourselves, our thought process, to that systematic manner of execution. If I take an example of how Japanese work, so they work on a very so they know what they're going to buy for the next whole year,
Right.
which is very good for our industry as well, because then we will have a clarity what we're going to do for the next 1 year. But we
Mm-hmm.
need to align ourselves with their systematic way of execution. And secondly, we need to have the capacity levels that these countries would require in near future, because the countries like China, Bangladesh, so they have grown their capacity over the last decade or so to match to international demands, wherein India, I would still say that we are still lacking in the capacity manner, because we don't have that kind of capacity that's required to fulfill the demand of these potential markets.
I was talking to someone earlier this morning who said we're manufacturing 40% less than what we were manufacturing before COVID. I mean, since you said that we lack on the capacity, does that not affect the industry?
See, what you said is right, but it's like chicken and egg situation. So what happens is, when a brand like a Walmart or
Mhm.
a brand like a Tesco or all these bigger brands, when they go to a country, they always see that would we be able to ship probably 1 billion garments from this country or no. And the first answer that gets is no, because we don't have that kind of capacity. But at the same time, we are exporting less than what we were exporting, because there are a lot of
Earlier.
quotas that have shut down, and a lot of exporters that have not they could not survive COVID. They have
Mhm.
shut down their capacities, and they're running on probably half of the capacity right now.
Right.
But but things are changing, which we have seen on papers as well. Last 2 to 3 months in September, our exports year on year has grown. So we are seeing positive growth in the Indian industry. So which is a good sign, and these potential markets coming into picture, I'm sure this can go to double digit as well in terms of growth. So yeah, it's exciting times for Indian industry for sure.
The numbers have definitely changed significantly for sure. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on Hit Turners. Your insights on everything and the future of Indian textile has been incredibly inspiring. Thank you so much,
It's my
and
pleasure.
wishing
Thank
you and
you.
your team continued success.
Thank you very much, Payal. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm so glad to have you here today.